Boom. Let me say this first off, so you understand. I know when I do this. Let me tell you first off, Rainwater. Let me say his name, cause I keep saying, whatchamacallit beats up Mo3's manager.
Is Yella Beezy's rivalry spinning out of control? After 5 long years of keeping things low-key behind the scenes, Yella Beezy's mysterious role in Mo3's downfall has finally been dragged into the spotlight, shaking up everything he once tried to keep quiet. But here's the wild part. Beezy doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. His next focus, none other than Mo3's mentor, Boosie Badazz, who's been watching every move from a distance. Can Beezy really pull this off with the same smooth precision he showed before? What kind of behind-the-curtain tactics did he use to set everything in motion back then? We're about to unpack it all. It's heartbreaking how fast dreams can disappear, leaving behind confusion, questions, and pain that never fades. Mo3 was right on the edge of something huge. His rise was undeniable, but suddenly everything changed, leaving fans in shock and wondering what really went down. Let's rewind the clock and trace where the tension started boiling over, because this feud didn't appear overnight. Back in the late 2000s, the Dallas rap scene was buzzing like never before, packed with energy, pride, and street heat. 2 names stood out more than anyone: Melvin Abdul Noble Jr., known as Mo3, and Marky DeAndre Conway, better known as Yella Beezy. They weren't just rappers, they were forces of nature pushing the city's sound to new heights. Both Yella Beezy and Mo3 had the streets buzzing with their heavy lyrics and real talk that reflected Dallas life. Their sounds were raw, heartfelt, and deeply connected to the neighborhoods that raised them. But behind the success and flashing lights brewed a bitter tension that slowly bubbled over. At the center of it all was a heated dispute about who truly represented Oak Cliff.
That was a big ass impact for him, like on the whole city, like, and then like the song, which shout out to OG Baba Billions, you know, that's his song.
He's from Dallas as well?
Of course. And,
nice guy.
And that's another that's going crazy.
He's a super nice guy.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So shit, that's one up for them boys, bro. Like real talk, but it made an impact in the city for sure.
Yeah. Do you feel like it kind of like it sucks? Because I even feel like obviously Nipsey was bigger than Mo3 when he was alive, but like I feel like the impact of Nipsey's music wasn't really felt and or appreciated.
Yeah, it did
right?
the same shit.
It felt similar. Where it's like, damn, now
the beating heart of Dallas culture. That argument didn't just stay on wax. It created a storm that shook the community and left scars that haven't fully healed. Mo3 was right on the edge of greatness. He had a fresh album on the way, a loyal fan base growing by the minute, and a future glowing with promise. But before he could live it out, tragedy struck in a way that no one saw coming. At just 28 years old, his life ended far too soon, leaving fans, friends, and family in disbelief. Born on May 31st, 1992 in McKinney, Texas, and raised in the tough corners of North Dallas, Mo3 knew struggle long before fame ever came his way. He often described himself as someone who turned his past around, transforming from the chaos of the streets into a voice for his people. That shift shaped his music and gave his words the kind of truth listeners could feel. His breakthrough came in 2014 with Show Ties, a mixtape that introduced his emotional storytelling and melodic delivery to Dallas rap lovers. But it was Shot Us Reloaded in 2016 that put him on the map for real, featuring unforgettable tracks like Gangsta Love and Hold Your Tongue. Mo3's biggest spotlight moment came when he teamed up with Louisiana rap legend Boosie Badazz. Their 2019 remix of Everybody Exploded Online, racking up over 50 million views and proving Mo3's power as a Southern star. That energy only grew with their joint album, Badazz Mo3, released in February 2020, showing off his talent and how far his artistry had come. By the time everything came crashing down, Mo3 had built a massive following, nearly 700,000 fans on Instagram, and a reputation as Dallas's most streamed artist on Spotify. November 11th seemed like just another day for him. He was headed to a video shoot, driving northbound on Interstate 35 near Clarendon Drive when the unexpected happened. According to official reports and dashcam footage later released, another car began following Mo3 on the freeway, sparking a tense, high-stakes chase in broad daylight. The situation grew more dangerous by the second. As both vehicles weaved through traffic and what happened next.
Mo3 died from a jealous baby daddy. So the best thing to do in the world, and the easiest thing for rappers, for lame rappers or rappers that just, want to get a buzz real quick, if a dude die across town, just make a diss record and act like you did it, and you'll get your string.
Left the entire city speechless. When Mo3 suddenly stopped his car in the middle lane, that split-second choice changed everything. From there, the scene turned chaotic. Witnesses described seeing a dark-colored sedan, possibly a 2014 or 2015 Chevrolet Camaro, pull up behind him. Two individuals were later named, Q and Dontrell White, and what followed was like something out of a movie, but tragically real. Sensing the threat closing in, Mo3 jumped out of his car and sprinted down the highway, trying to escape the danger coming his way. The chase that unfolded was shocking. Cars sped past as people tried to figure out what was happening. Within moments, everything took a devastating turn. Mo3 was struck multiple times and collapsed on the pavement as drivers screamed and slammed their brakes in disbelief. The suspects quickly sped off, leaving behind a scene filled with panic, confusion, and heartbreak. Mo3 was rushed to a nearby hospital by emergency responders who fought to save his life. But the damage was too severe, and the city lost one of its brightest voices that day. A bystander who was caught in the middle of the chaos survived with minor injuries, but the impact of what happened shook Dallas to its core. The fact that this all went down in broad daylight, right on a major interstate, left everyone stunned. Even Dallas Police Chief Renee Hall admitted that the whole incident seemed connected to ongoing tensions within the local rap community, a reflection of how deeply the rivalries in the city's music scene had started spilling into real life. In the hours after the tragedy, confusion and heartbreak swept through the city. The details were hazy, but one thing was painfully clear. Mo3's final moments had been captured on camera, and that footage of him receiving CPR on the highway spread across social media like wildfire.
Like, you drive throwing salt on a dead man. Like, what's up? Like, well, I don't get the vibes. I didn't like the vibes, man. Like, your whole little vibes and how you talking about embarrassed, stretched out in the middle of the street, and how it ain't about who the toughest, it's about who win in the end. Like, I don't like your vibe. Like, your vibe, your whole vibe don't sit well with my spirit. Like, Snake is all in that. Like, and I'm not playing, and I'm not saying this shit. Like, I know for a fact that he paid them bloggers to start saying that me and my sister got something to do with that shit again, so he can promote this. Really, in reality, you might got something to do with it.
It became a haunting last image of an artist who had spent his whole life pushing through struggle and proving people wrong. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. It felt unreal. Mo3's mentor, Boosie Badazz, was crushed when he heard the news. He went online to share his pain, saying he was lost for words and his emotions were raw. Boosie made it clear he wasn't in the mood to talk to anyone calling or texting him just to get his reaction. He was hurting deeply and needed space to process everything. Meanwhile, Dallas investigators immediately launched a full investigation, determined to uncover the truth behind what had happened. Weeks later, police released still images from surveillance footage asking the public for help identifying the person involved. Not long after, an anonymous tip came in, leading detectives to a 22-year-old named Q and Dontrell White, someone who already had a record. Cell phone data confirmed the tip, placing White near Mo3's location both the night before and at the time of the incident. On December 9th, 2020, authorities made their move. White was taken into custody and charged. During the search, investigators also found evidence that tied him to federal firearm violations, and in May 2021, he pleaded guilty, earning a 9-year sentence. But the story didn't end there. In April 2021, a second suspect, Devin Morris Brown, was officially indicted in connection with Mo3's case. Brown, who was already in custody on separate federal charges, became a major piece of the puzzle once investigators linked him to White through a string of phone calls made in the days before the incident. Those records painted a picture of two men who had been in close contact, possibly coordinating something big. Things got even messier. when a witness came forward claiming that Brown had been upset over a complicated relationship involving Mo3 and a woman named Josie Banks, believed to be the mother of Brown's children.
Yeah, he got shot trying to get a deposit for a show. He was with his son. He had his son with him. Somebody walked up, shot him through the car.
Oh, he was sitting in the car when it happened?
With his son.
With his son?
Yeah.
Wow. When did you first hear about it, that he got shot?
Right then and there.
The affidavit hinted that jealousy might have played a major role in what went down, and that theory caught everyone's attention. Mo3's manager, Brian Rainwater, backed that up later, shutting down the rumors that it was about rap beef. He insisted it was personal, saying the situation spiraled because of emotions, not music. According to him, the tension built up over Mo3's connection with Josie and her kids, who had proudly shared moments with him online. Add in Mo3's flashy lifestyle, and it was enough to push someone over the edge. But the second investigation peeled back even more layers. Reports revealed that Brown, who was Josie Banks' children's father, admitted to driving white in the dark-colored car used that day. Sources even said he had been watching Mo3 closely the night before, keeping tabs like someone with a plan already in motion. It didn't stop there. New claims tied another rapper, Trap Boy Freddy, to the situation, alleging that he might have been trailing Mo3's car before everything unfolded. At first, federal agents thought they had the full picture, but the fresh testimony from an inside informant flipped everything upside down. While still in handcuffs, this informant spilled every detail, supposedly confirming that more than 2 people had a hand in what happened to Mo3. Even with multiple arrests and public statements, the Mo3 case still feels like an unfinished story. Every few months, new whispers surface, hinting that the real truth might be way deeper than anyone imagined. Fans, bloggers, and insiders all claim there's more going on.
You might got something to do with it. And you know I know. Like, quit playing with me. Don't ever play with me. Don't disrespect me. The groupie shit, all this other shit. Like, don't play with me, bro. Because my opinion to that man really matters. And that's on my like, I ain't these other bitches out here that he was talking. I'm not them. I'm cut from a different cloth. So all that other shit, like, me and Rainwater wanted attention. He wasn't Mo3 friend. He was a fake.
Layers of loyalty, jealousy, and street politics that keep twisting the story in different directions. Some even believe the full truth hasn't been told because too many big names could get caught up if everything came out. In the streets of Dallas, Mo3's legacy hasn't faded one bit. His music still blasts from cars, clubs, and block parties like a reminder that his voice can't be silenced. But behind that pride lies a heavy tension, people still pointing fingers, arguing over who was really responsible, and questioning who might have played both sides. The city that once lifted Mo3 up now carries a shadow of what happened, and that wound hasn't healed. Meanwhile, Yella Beezy and Boosie Badazz have both been pulled into the mix, with rumors flying about secret alliances, unspoken tension, and quiet moves behind the scenes. Neither one has backed down from speaking their truth, but every statement they make only adds more fuel to the online buzz. Fans read between the lines of interviews, song lyrics, and even social media posts, searching for clues about where everyone really stands. Still, one question hangs heavy over everything. Was this all just a tragic mix of pride, pain, and misunderstanding, or something much bigger that was carefully planned long before that day? The deeper investigators dig, the more tangled the web becomes. Right after Mo3's tragic end, the streets were already buzzing with names and whispers. Word spread fast that Q White was the main person involved, and before long, he was arrested. But what really got people talking was how Yella Beezy handled everything publicly, acting like he had no connection to Mo3 or any part of what went down.
It's about, I want y'all to understand, that's the only way the views, the numbers, and everything gonna go up because it's got my name in the front of it. First of all, y'all taking it like whoop me or something, dodging me, ducking me, ain't even trying to be in no vicinity of me. I don't know why, I'm a friendly rapper, know what's up. Anyway, listen, this ain't even about me. Fam, the video come up, I'm finna show y'all both videos.
His silence only made fans and bloggers talk louder, wondering what was really going on behind the curtain. Things took another turn when Mo3's manager, Rainwater, got caught in the middle of the storm. Josie, who was tied to both Mo3 and Brown, started saying she believed Rainwater was playing both sides, stirring up major doubts about where his loyalty truly stood. And after Mo3's passing, the streets didn't stay quiet. People close to the situation reportedly became targets, adding even more tension to an already chaotic scene. What shocked everyone even more was what Mo3 reportedly did that day. He stepped out of his car, trying to reach for his own protection from under the seat, only to realize it was gone. That detail flipped everything upside down. Who took it? How did it disappear? Rumors started flying that maybe someone close to him, even Rainwater, might have known more than they let on. And though Rainwater claimed he was on the phone with Mo3 during those final moments, some online voices accused him of secretly sharing Mo3's location. People had their theories. Some said Rainwater was chasing power or money. Others thought he was just trapped in a dangerous situation he couldn't control. But then came the twist that nobody saw coming. On March 18th, 2025, everything exploded again when a Dallas County grand jury officially indicted Yella Beezy on serious conspiracy for hire charges. Prosecutors claimed that Beezy, another Dallas artist, allegedly offered payment to make Mo3's end happen. Let's rewind for a second and break down how this whole feud between Yella Beezy and Mo3 really began, because it's this long, messy history that made people believe Beezy might have had a deeper connection to what happened later. Back in the mid-2000s, both artists were climbing the ranks in the Dallas rap scene, each representing Oak Cliff as their home turf. It was a battle for pride, recognition, and street respect.
Hoes behind Mo3 back, jealous ass. And nigga, you just Mo3 manager at the end of Mo3 made you. Mo3 made you rich. Out for his talent. He didn't even need you. He could have did it on his own. He didn't need your snake ass. And you hyped up all the beef. Putting in his head, oh, for publicity, let's do this, let's do that. You hyped up the beef instead of being a real type, let's get this money.
And when two strong personalities collide, sparks are bound to fly. Rumor has it, things might have started over a woman, typical of how personal issues sometimes spill into public rivalries. From there, it only got hotter. The two began taking subtle and sometimes not so subtle shots at each other through music and social media, keeping fans glued to every post, lyric, and live stream. Their tension became one of the most talked about topics in Texas hip-hop. By 2018, things took a dark turn. Mo3's close friend, comedian Roy Lee Pate, was reportedly attacked in North Dallas after making jokes about Yella Beezy and questioning whether he truly represented Oak Cliff. The situation escalated fast, and the streets were buzzing with opinions. Then, in a shocking twist, the very next day, Yella Beezy himself was hit in a drive-by incident in Lewisville, Texas. Many people started speculating it was retaliation, though nothing was ever officially confirmed. A few months later, Mo3 sat down with Vlad TV and tried to calm things down, saying he had no real issue with Beezy. Surprisingly, Beezy did the same, claiming during his own Vlad TV interview that he didn't even know Mo3 personally. For a brief moment, it seemed like the tension might fade, but that peace didn't last long. By early 2020, things flared up again. Yella Beezy reportedly got into a heated club altercation with Mo3's manager, Rainwater. Mo3 quickly took it online, accusing Beezy of ambushing his manager. Beezy denied the story completely, but the internet had already gone wild, spreading clips and theories that kept the beef alive. On top of all this drama, Beezy's own legal issues didn't help his image. In 2021, he was arrested in Dallas County for an unlawful firearm charge, and later that same year, he faced accusations in Collin County related to a woman and a child endangerment case. Court records later showed that Yella Beezy was never convicted on those earlier charges, and the firearm possession case in Dallas was eventually dismissed. But what really caught everyone's attention was what happened next. Beezy was originally held on a $2 million bond in Dallas County Jail, but that number was mysteriously dropped to $750,000 before he was released. That kind of reduction made people raise their eyebrows and start asking serious questions. How does something like that even happen, especially in a case this big? The whispers only grew louder. Many fans began wondering how someone accused of being tied to such a major situation could walk out that easily. And Beezy didn't seem like he was slowing down either. If anything, he looked more confident, showing that he wasn't backing down from anyone or anything. Even those he once worked with weren't off limits. That's where Boosie Badazz comes back into the picture. Remember, Boosie once teamed up with Yella Beezy on the 2018 remix of That's On Me, and he did it for free out of respect. But things in the Dallas rap scene move fast, and friendships can turn into rivalries overnight. Boosie had his own tensions brewing with other local artists, including Trap Boy Freddy, who, interestingly, still hasn't faced any official charges despite all the rumors surrounding him. Not long after, Boosie dropped a diss track aimed straight at both Trap Boy Freddy and Yella Beezy, taking lyrical shots that got everyone talking again. Fans began to wonder, was that track the final straw? Could it push Beezy to make another bold move to silence his rivals once and for all? To this day, Mo3's end continues to spark endless theories. Was it a personal grudge or part of a deeper web inside the Dallas rap world? One thing's for sure, the streets are still talking and this story is far from over. What do you think really went down between Yella Beezy, Boosie Badazz, and the rest of the Dallas scene? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and stay tuned to see what's happening next in our hood.